What is going on? My name is Jake, also known as the Middle Age Gamer 85. Welcome to my midlife crisis, and more importantly, welcome to the first episode of Second Impressions. I've got a really big back catalogue of video games, and I thought I'd take the opportunity just to do like a quick 10 to 15 minute review of all the games that I own, whether or not I should keep playing them or will they sit on the shelf for a long time, hence the name Second Impressions. With that being said, today we are playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the Xbox One. This is a game that I did own on the Xbox 360, and this is actually one of the first games that I got DLC for, because I really wanted like the Cyclops and Hulk characters. With that being said, let's get crack on. So we are on like level 2 at the moment when we're going by this save, and I'm actually playing as the Fantastic Four. So as you can see, it's a top-down beat-em-up type game, but it has basically a who's who of Marvel characters. This was well before the MCU was around. So, yeah, if memory serves me correct, this game came out in like 2006. Could be wrong on that, but it's one of those games that I always did enjoy. Not really for everyone, but as I said, it's main thing is I play games I like, and maybe there's a group of people that do, or maybe there's a group of people that don't. But either way, life's too short to be playing games you don't like. So yeah. Anyway, as you can see, probably got some really bad voice acting. A lot of characters that you sort of really don't know who the hell they are, but like I had no idea who the Winter Soldier was. And then he was a character that was first introduced to me in this game, which was weird because I was a comic book fan, but there were certain comics I didn't read. I didn't read Captain America. I was a Spider-Man fan, but the Spider-Man comics I read were essentially just like early 90s absolute garbage. But as a kid, you enjoyed it. Okay, so we'll keep on going. Pretty straightforward beat 'em up and all that kind of stuff. You can choose all kinds of characters in this game. Graphically, it has not held up. It's pretty rough on the graphics. But with that being said, as I said, it's a game I enjoy. You get your power-ups and everything like that. You follow a story, which is essentially just Doctor Doom's out there trying to destroy everyone. Steals the power of Odin, and it's up to you to go and basically defeat him, so you end up like fighting Galactus and everything like that. So yeah, but with that being said, we will get a crack on with this and keep on going. So yeah, this is the first episode of Second Impressions, which I have been sort of on the fence on whether or not I should do, but I am really interested in just sort of playing a few games, giving my honest opinion if this is something that I really want to go back to at a later date or not. Now, at this stage, not knowing where I'm going, it's leaning towards me not wanting to play this anymore. So I do know I need to get 2 pearls for there, and I can't seem to find them. So I will have to do a bit of, it might even be the 3 pearls. So we'll do a little bit more swinging. There's one there. Take a bead. And we will pop that. And that'll open up one of the doors and open up the other door too. So yeah, at this point in time I'm on the 3rd level, which essentially is the water level. And probably my least favourite level. But yeah, I am a bit of a Fantastic Four fan, so I do like playing as the Fantastic Four. Obviously the Thing is my favourite character. So here we go, and there's a whole bunch of, so if we sit there and we go through the hero details, there are a whole bunch of characters, outfits as well, which we can't actually see in this menu. So if I go to one of the changing menu things, okay, but there's power-ups and everything like that that we can use just to sort of help us get through this. If you play as an official team, like the Fantastic Four or the X-Men or something like that, they do have extra power, so the characters are a lot stronger, and you get to make your own team along the way. Something I really didn't want to do, but you don't really have a choice. But yeah, I actually prefer this version, this game, opposed to the sequel. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, I never really gave that too much hours, whereas this game I gave basically a shitload of hours to. It was something I enjoyed, and if I enjoy something, I will play it till I am essentially sick of it. So certain things I do know inside and out in this game, but to many people, like I don't know many people that actually did enjoy playing this. I never got the opportunity to co-op with anyone because I didn't have anyone that had this game and wanted to play it. So, and now the older I've gotten, the more I actually dislike co-op games. So it's just one of those things. Gears of War was one of the very first co-op games that I enjoyed. So we hit the switch, and then hopefully these coins will sink to the bottom, which they have, which gives me a chance to beat them up. For the love of me, I don't understand why Johnny Storm can actually use his fire underwater. But we just leave that at that. And there we go. Now, sadly, you can't actually purchase this game in the Xbox or PlayStation Store because of the rights. A lot of the classic Marvel games were taken off the stores, like you can't get any of the movie titles or anything like that, which is a shame because another game that was actually really enjoyable was X-Men Wolverine Origins, which was far better than the film, but actually was a very decent game. But I can't purchase it anywhere, and the Deadpool game I didn't mind. It was what it was, a thing of its time, but it was enjoyable. So these coins here that you see floating around, you can actually use them to upgrade your stats and everything like that. So I better switch up because my character is about to die. Useless read and see how he goes. So I think I'm almost taking a tumor out, which I have. There we go. We got Johnny Storm. Let's bring him back down to earth. There he goes. So yeah, in regards of ways to play this game, I think realistically you'd have to search somewhere like eBay or Retro Collectors, and you wouldn't be able to get it on the current gen consoles. You'd have to go back onto like a Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3, which is a shame because like when certain games get delisted. Yeah, it is a big shame because like there are quite a few games that I did enjoy playing, but they're delisted. They're kind of lost to time now. You sort of have little, reminiscing of them. One of them also being the X-Men Legends game. I did enjoy them. Never really finished them, but I did enjoy them, and I just wish they had sort of done a bit of a remake or a remix of that. So with that being said, I would recommend if you have the opportunity to play this game, give it a crack. It's something different. If you're a Marvel fan, it is a bit of a good game. But yeah, I am actually looking forward to playing when I do decide to purchase the third game, which is on the Nintendo Switch. But with that being said, this is where I'll call it. I appreciate everyone who has watched this video. Nice, quick, short one. First one, trying to find my feet. And with that being said, I look forward to catching you next time. And remember, life's too short to be playing crappy games. So, I'll see you later.
I will tell you nothing. Okay, Tiger Shark. I'm not about probably.